for the real battlefield. The battlefield in Iraq and in Afghanistan is really not the real battlefield. But the real battlefield is in your home, in the church. It's light against darkness, wickedness in high places. Somebody that'll stand up for righteousness in spite of what the devil does to them or their families or their loved ones. That's why some people, they start following a righteous cause until they start getting phone calls. So we're going to blow your brains out. Start getting phone calls. We're going to take your children and kill your children. Start getting phone calls. We're going to take your wife. Start getting phone calls. Somebody get going to hand clap. Finding your real mother. Well, there was a woman by the name of Hannah. God prepared her to be a real mother because she wanted a child and she couldn't have one. God had closed up her womb. And sometimes when God wants something special, He'll make you happy. He'll make you try for it real hard. If you really want something from God, you're going to have to tarry. You see, when He left and went back to heaven, He was going to send something precious back to them. But He didn't give it to them just because their name was Peter, James, and John. But He said, go tarry. And in the proper time, I'll send you the Comforter. He wants you to tarry and tackle and tussle for what He has for you. So this woman, God had a special plan for her. And He said, he shut up her womb, wouldn't let her get pregnant. Now her husband, Elkanah, had two wives, Peninnah and Hannah. And the other wives had plenty of children. And she would always rebuke Hannah because she had no kids. Now Elkanah really loved his first wife, or the one that had no kids. But how many of you know that conception is up to God?
All right.
I don't care how you try to conceive. That's a God thing. So God was preparing Hannah for a special cause. And He wanted her to produce a prophet that would ultimately lead the children of Israel. And so Hannah couldn't have a kid, and she would want one real bad. And it seemed like that's one of the prerequisites of womanhood. Ultimately, they want what? Are you listening today?
All right.
What is one of the prerequisites of womanhood? Ultimately, when they get grown, they want what?
Children.
Yes.
Children.
I don't know many women nowadays that even now they don't want children. Even some of the women who call themselves men, they still want children. Somebody say praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
They might not want a man, but they want some kids. Us two women are going to raise the baby. Somebody say praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
God has put some truths in the earth. And I don't care how you mess with them, those truths are going to stand to be true. It's the devil that try to pervert the plan of God. So this woman wanted a child, and God kept the child away from her. Let her just cry and pray and ask God for a child day after day, and night after night she wanted a child. And ultimately she went to the priest, went to church, and she was praying. She was out of her mind. The priest looked at her and says, you've been drinking, haven't you? Why your mouth down there just going up and down and you ain't saying nothing? So you've been drinking too much wine. She looked at her and said, I haven't been drinking. Give me some help. I haven't been drinking, but I'm troubled today. I know that God can do anything. And this other wife got plenty of children. How many of you know it seems like that God is pregnant sometimes? He blessed everybody else, and He won't bless you. So that's the way Hannah felt. His other wife got plenty of kids, and I'm doing everything that I it. Don't worry about it. Go on back home. Whatever you want from God, you gonna get it. Well, along that same night, she went home. And the Bible says she conceived. Because conception is in God's hand. In or out of our marriage, conception is in God's hand. And she told God that if you give me a child, a man child, I'll give him back to you. He won't drink no wine. I won't let his hair be cut. He'll be a Nazarite unto you. Yes, Lord. Sometimes God will put you in a special position so he can get something special out of you. Have you crying and wanting. But when he come through, it'll be like pure gold. The little boy Samuel was born. As soon as he was weaned, she took him back to the church and gave him to the priest and told the priest that he yours. Thank you, Lord. Take it and raise him. Don't forget your amen cut off. How many folks in the building today will give one of your children to the preacher? And you only see him once a year. That's something you might want to think about. Some of the sacrifices that God been calling you to do. Give your first baby to the priest. Don't send him once a year and come and give him a gift. Thank you, Lord. After that, God opened up her womb. She had sons and daughters. But it took a lot of pressure, a lot of praying, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of wanting God to have Samuel to be birthed. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Special folk have to go through special trouble to God get his will out of that person. Because his will doesn't come easy. Thank you, Lord. There are mothers in the building today. You don't know who God put in your womb. You don't understand what God is doing in your own family. Thank you, Lord. That's why it's important that you seek the Lord while he might be found.